Hola, muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están acá el DJ? Y en el día de hoy continuamos, retomamos, seguimos, volvemos, nos adentramos nuevamente en el Starlight, como le quieran decir, muchachos. Vamos a hacer lo que es la misión de inmunidad a la ventisca de la parte de retazos de la vida ante la fragua. Así que nada, es la misión de Natasha, básicamente, la tenemos por acá. Vamos a hablar con ella, a ver qué tal. Bueno, esto no lo dice siempre. ¿Me buscabas? A ver.
Can I talk to you for a moment? I have a favor to ask. Something
Nada
rather personal.
ok. Claro,
I want to thank
esto
you
no sé si
again for
será
recovering the wonder medicine.
lo de
It meant a
después
lot to
o
me.
qué. O
But
sea,
disposing
esto
of
básicamente
fascist reagents
contexto.
isn't enough to solve the medical supply shortage.
Me imagino que es como la
Many of my patients
continuación de
can't
la
be
última
seen
misión
chronically,
de Natalia,
and
que
the
ya la
stock
hice
of
hace
medicine
como
is
2
rather low.
meses. Lo digo en serio, o sea,
Thanks to you,
no me
the route
acuerdo
to the
nada.
overworld through the furnace
La
core
verdad
has
que no me acuerdo
reopened.
nada.
I'd like to use it to return to the surface and see if I can get some help.
¿Ayuda de quién?
I knew you'd be interested. Remember my adoptive parents I mentioned to you a while ago? After the reopening of the furnace core passage, I had an idea. I wrote a letter and asked Sampo to deliver it to my parents' old address.
Ok.
I didn't have high hopes, but amazingly, Sampo brought me my mother's reply.
Ajá. Están haciendo algo bien que tiene adulto, la verdad, también.
That's exactly what I thought when I got her letter. Mom said they still live at the old house, but they're not working on the front lines anymore. They should still have some connections in the medical school and the hospital, though. If I'm lucky, maybe I can convince them to send extra medical supplies to the underworld. Of
Bueno.
course, that's not the only reason for me to go back to the surface. I can't wait to visit my parents again, and I can tell from my mom's letter that they feel the same. If possible, I would like you to go with me.
Ok. Por supuesto.
Wonderful. That's such a relief. I've sent another letter to my mom telling her to find us near Fountain Plaza. Don't worry, I know my way around the administrative district.
Bueno. Ok, y comenzamos a sacar moneda de la ventisca. Bien. Y tenemos que ir a la parte de arriba de lo que sería Jarilo esto. O sea, vamos para acá y continuamos esto. Ok, esto básicamente, a ver. Si me acuerdo, lo tendrán ahí abajo en la descripción, la parte anterior, si es que alguien no lo vio. No sé ni cuándo estaré subiendo esto, o sea. Recién acabo de grabarlo de Clara, lo del primer día. Y la verdad que ya les digo, no sé cuánto tardaré. Bueno.
This place doesn't seem to have changed much from what I remember. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I got distracted watching the crowds.
Tranque.
Look at the busy flow of people. Life in the overworld carries on as usual, as if nothing has happened.
Por las uvas.
We're a little early. I've got an idea. I want to buy my mom a gift. You're more of an overworld local than I am now.
La verdad que no sabría
Suggestions?
qué decirte. Podemos ir a la floristería simplemente y comprar.
Workshop? I'm not too sure about that. Let's see if we have other options. Oh, yes. I remember there was a florist in the overworld.
Bueno.
How about we head over that way? I've been underground for so long, I almost forgot what flowers smell like.
¿Para qué me pide mi opinión si después me dice nada, no sé qué? Bueno. Vamos a ver. Vamos para acá. Ok, tenemos que entrar. Entramos. Natasha.
Ever Summer? Was that always the name? Seems I was too young to get the irony back then. Sorry. I don't mean to sound cynical. Maybe it simply represents the people's hopes up here. Now that I think about it, sending flowers is quite the tradition in my family. Mom, Dad, Vash, and I, whenever something good happened, we sent each other flowers to celebrate. Do you want to hear a flower story? Each year for their
Lo voy a pasar
anniversary,
rápido.
I heard that ball
No sé
peter
si era algo
represent.
mega importante,
My
pero
father is a famous
lo voy a
surgeon.
hacer
Each time
así.
he finished a tricky operation,
Listo.
sunshines represent warmth and love of
Perfecto, lo leo a hacer rápido.
Vash. Still, I remember the day he received his offer from the med. When we gave him the flower, he failed to hide it.
¿Cuáles
As
son
an
tus flores
orphan,
favoritas?
I never knew my birthday. My adoptive parents took me to each year on that day. My parents would give me. I only found out later that first snow represents.
Ya veo, vayamos por las flores. Perfecto. De una. A ver. Perdón, pero bueno. ¿Qué flores debería escoger para Natasha?
Oh, first snow, is it? 1 second. I'll get it ready for you.
Vamos a ver.
There you go. Sorry for the wait. Hope to see you again soon.
Vamos con Natasha.
All done? May I have a look? First snow. Thank you. It reminds me of carefree childhood days. Ah, those times were pure and innocent. Just like these petals. I knew you picked the right flowers. Mom and Dad will be so happy.
Me parece medio, no sé, qué sé yo. Claro, no sé qué, o sea, qué vamos a hacer, ¿por qué me lleva a mí? Tengo muchas preguntas, sinceramente, Natasha, pero bueno. A ver. No me la teletransportado directamente para acá, me parece a mí, ¿no? A ver, son estos.
Mom!
Nat? Nat, is that you? Oh, come here, my darling.
Ok.
It's been too long, Mom. Sorry. I don't usually get this emotional. How have you been, Mr. Oswell? Thank you so much for taking care of my parents these last 10 years.
I'm doing fine, Miss Natasha, just fine. Look at you. You've blossomed into a fine young woman. Such a pity that your father...
Dad, I was wondering where he is. Is he...
It was 3 years ago, Nat. No need to be sad. He passed away very peacefully.
Mate lo hice, pido perdón, pero...
I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. For 10 years, I left you both in the overworld. Mr. Oswell, I'm sorry you had to bear all this weight.
Don't be, my dear. It is my honor to look after your parents.
It's not your fault that they sealed off the passage between the surface and the underground. Don't be so harsh on yourself, daughter.
Oh, Mom. I have so much to say to you. But, there's an urgent matter that needs your help. I apologize. I wish this were a happier reunion. But there are too many suffering with sickness in the underworld. You're the only person I can go to for help.
Oh, there's no need to apologize, my child. I've heard of your deeds down there, and I know you've saved many lives. Your father? He would be proud of you. We have many connections in the medical academy. No matter what you need, medicine or data, I should be able to get it for you. Be the doctor you always were, Nat. We have all the time in the world to catch up later.
Ok. Bueno.
She's always been there for me. With her help, we'll be able to ease the underworld's medical supply shortage. That's good news for patients who'd lost hope. I really wish I could spend the whole day talking to her about the old days. But sadly, now is not the time. Let's head back to the underworld. We need to spread the good news.
Miss Natasha, one moment, please.
Mayordomo. A ver.
Mr. Oswell, I thought you headed back home with Mom. How come...
I apologize, Miss Natasha. As a matter of fact, there's something
A
I
ver.
have to tell you in person.
Something that Mom isn't supposed to know?
You haven't changed a bit. Smart and sensitive. The fact of the matter is, in the first 2 years after the passage was closed
Ah,
off,
ok.
I received
A
many
ver.
letters from Master Vash.
What? Letters from Vash? Are you certain,
No,
Mr.
cuando
Oswell?
atraviesa tranquilamente una persona acá al
Of course,
mayordomo.
miss. I recognized his handwriting. You'll see what I mean when you read the letters yourself.
También.
Actually,
Pasa ahí lo más tranquilo, como bueno,
those
si gana ahí lo
letters were
suyo.
intended for your eyes only.
Ahora va ahí saltando, no
The
sé.
delivery
Mira,
address was the underworld, but
la
because
gente
of
acá se
sealing off
cruza,
of the
no pasa nada,
passageway,
desaparece, la
the
gente
letters
vuelve a
were sent back to
aparecer.
the old house, to me.
I don't understand. Did you not show them to my parents?
I'm sorry, miss. I opened one of them out of curiosity.
Ah,
Master
ok.
Vash stressed in the letter that your parents must not know what happened to him. That's why I put the letters in a secure place, waiting to hand them to you when we could meet again. I'm not sure if I did the right thing, Miss Natasha. I just didn't want your parents to feel that their son was so close and yet so far away.
Do you have the letters on you, Mr. Oswell? Let me take a look.
Of course, here. You can tell it's the young master's handwriting.
La persona que baila la vez a la mano. A ver, carta de Bash. Ok. Mira. Por la respuesta que busco. ¿Qué es lo que busca?
The cold has revealed to me my arrogance. How can a child who grew up in warmth ever begin to comprehend a cure to bitter cold? Vash didn't give up on his research into blizzard immunity, even after he left the city. I live in abandoned houses under broken roofs and continue my experiments. One step after another, I've made breakthroughs.
No, eso ya lo vi.
What's in here is true, then Vash must have built a lab somewhere in the snow plains, and even made progress in his research. But how can that be?
¿Qué es lo que dice?
There'd be no point in him lying to me in the letters. Still, it's possible he may have gone completely insane before he started writing them. I need to leave the city to recover my brother's research data. Are you willing to come with me?
Por supuesto.
Leave the city? You are taking too much risk, Miss Natasha.
I know, Mr. Oswell. But I have a hero with me. He saved the underworld. I'm sure he'll protect me.
Claro que
right?
sí.
Vash, it's been so many years. Are you still alone in the blizzard? Oh, ignore me. I'm just talking to myself. Let's go. It's time to face my past head on.
Ok. Bueno. Para acá. Vamos a ir desde acá. Aunque ya hemos estado, de hecho, parece ser. Bueno, ya hemos estado mucho. Me acuerdo que acá he estado muchísimo, pero en el comienzo. Me acuerdo cuando era muy joven que tipo quería hacer toda la historia y venía acá a hacer unas cositas nada más. Pero como que no debería terminar de jugar, de no avanzar y bueno. Me da gracia, no sé. En general ahora mismamente eso sigue así, porque ahora estoy grabando esto. Para que tengan una idea, no sé quién llega hasta acá, no sé quién está viendo esto. Lo grabo el lunes 8 de julio 2024. Están por ser las 2 de la tarde. ¿Cuándo lo publicaré? No tengo la menor idea. Esto tranquilamente lo pueden estar viendo en diciembre, no es broma. O incluso en 2027. Tranquilamente. O nunca. Si no lo vieron nunca, estoy hablando acá solo. Pero bueno, leyendo la historia y adentrándome en lo que es el lore y conociendo más a Natasha y lo que pasó y demás. Pero bueno.
Can you press on any further? Gosh, the temperature keeps getting lower, but we can't give up halfway.
Ok. O dale de calor si lo necesitas. ¿Qué? O sea, ¿por qué la misión es tan... No sé cómo decirlo.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Don't you underestimate the leader of Wildfire. Let's press on then. This may not
Me hace gracia porque Natasha está recontra la mierda abrigada, no sé cuántas cosas tendrá puestas, pero después ves a Clara que está ahí lo más bien, no sé qué. Ok. Material de lectura, hay que ir para acá. ¿Y estos quiénes son? ¿Y qué quieren? A ver.
Citizens? Outside the walls? Hey, you two! Stop right there!
That's a Silvermane guard. Is he yelling at us? Oh, I'd almost forgotten. No one can leave Belobog without authorization.
Ah.
Looks like we need to talk our way out of this.
Ok.
I can't say you sound suspicious, but I can't just take your word for it either.
Captain, look at her necklace. Maybe she's telling the truth.
It's the same as Dr. Vash's.
My brother does wear an identical necklace. Do you know him?
Are you really his sister? Dr. Vash saved a lot of my soldiers.
Saved your soldiers?
Yes. Take a look at the guards patrolling outside the city. All of them are risking their lives.
Así es.
Aside from the monster-related casualties, we lose men to frostbite every year. But thanks to the medicine the doctor leaves us, my soldiers are able to withstand the cold. They can make camps in the snow plains as footholds for our patrols.
La verdad que yo necesito una de esas en este momento que hacen... No sé. No sé cómo está el clima ahora mismo, pero... Hoy he llegado a estar a 1 grado, me parece, si mal no recuerdo. No estaba ya ahora. Ah.
Dr. Vash is elusive. My squad only met him once, and he didn't seem like the talkative type. He leaves the medicine at specific locations, and our patrols go there to collect it. The medicine is extremely potent. A small vial could keep someone warm for a week.
Yo necesito uno de ellos.
Speaking of the doctor, It's been a long time since we last saw him. At least 2 or 3 years.
2 o 3 años.
I hope he's alive and well.
So he really did have a breakthrough in the snow plains. Oh, did the medicine have any side effects for you?
Side effects? Not that I know of. If there were a problem, it'd be that we couldn't go back to the city until the effect had worn off.
Ok, porque si no va a tener un hipercalor increíble.
Because the city would be too hot for us. We'd break a sweat just sitting idle.
Ok.
Thanks for the information. We're planning to head deeper into the snow plains to find my brother.
Seems like you made up your mind. I'd really like to send some of my men with you, but we can't leave our posts.
Nah, tranqui.
Here, take this medicine. If what you two told me is true, I'm sure you're more than capable of handling yourselves out there.
Thank you, Captain. We'll take it with us.
Vale. Ya seguir por acá. Era cuando estaba acá al lado, ¿viste? No se puede saltar el juego. O no puedo dejar caer acá simplemente. ¿Este quién es? Perdón.
Hold on. That's a big guy over there. Did you see that? There's something on the monster's back. Oh, the blizzard immunity. Shall we drink it? It's your call.
¿Qué hacemos? Vamos a ver.
I'm ready. Doctor's got your back.
Ok.
Can you feel it? It seems like Vash's medicine is working.
No sé, yo realmente la necesitaría, la verdad.
So warm.
El tema es que ahora vamos a estar acá y nos vamos a tener que quedar un buen rato, parece ser en teoría. Porque deberíamos tener un montón de calor después cuando lleguemos a la ciudad y demás.
Destined for oblivion.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Bien, perfecto.
It's done. Oh, it was my first time seeing you in battle. You've got some moves, don't you? No wonder you were able to
Es
save the
verdad.
underworld.
Es verdad, lo que dice.
Let's have a look over there. My gut tells me we should find something connected to Vash.
Bueno. A ver. Voy a investigar esto.
These are records of his experiments. It's Vash's handwriting. This must be the location of his final lab.
Vale.
His last experiment was nearly 2 years ago? What happened after that? But his notes seem to suggest he was working to improve blizzard immunity. Brother, where are you? What happened? Sorry. I needed to take a moment. After seeing the letters Mr. Oswald kept for me, I was hoping things might have ended differently.
No habrá sido
I shouldn't have
el
asked you to come
monstruo,
with me to such a
pregunto, ¿no?
dangerous
¿Qué sé yo? ¿No
place.
habrá sido el monstruo? O sea, digo,
I
pregunto.
do. I can't forgive him for what he's done. Nor can I say I don't miss him. Maybe I should feel glad. The medicine might not have been what he wanted it to be, but it came to something. They'll remember him as a murderer, as someone whose evil experiments brought great harm to the innocent. Vash doesn't deserve to be remembered as a doctor. I know that very well.
Ok.
But maybe this blizzard immunity can now bring benefit to others. Even if it was made by a monster. Human beings really are conflicted life forms.
¿Qué haremos ahora? También lo principal, ¿no? O sea, no sé.
Take his records and data with me and continue what he started. One day the world will see a perfect blizzard immunity. Before we leave, I'd like to ask for another favor. The last one, I promise.
Ok. Bueno.
That should do. Hope it can withstand the snow. I don't know. It's just something that suddenly occurred to me.
Acabo de escuchar un ruido como se abrió algo, ¿no? Me parece a mí.
On headstones, right?
Como de la izquierda o algo así.
Here lies Vash. That'll do. Thank you for helping me. I feel like a great weight has been lifted. So long, brother. Hope you don't forget Dad's teaching. A doctor does not get to choose his or her patient, my children. Remember, never say no to those who come to you for help.
Ok. Y tenemos a Natasha ya como para abordar esto, pero qué curioso esto, ¿no? O sea, no sé. No sé, curioso que la nada haya un enemigo por acá antiguo, qué sé yo. Bueno, gente, no sé qué decir, no sé cómo reaccionar ante esto, pero bueno, por lo pronto, por acá este video, no sé si continuará lo que es la misión, la verdad, porque ya sería como la tercera vez que continuará en todo caso, pero bueno, a ver, por acá sí a lo rápido, verán que no tengo ninguna continuación. Así que nada, espero que les haya gustado, espero que les haya servido. Nos vemos en otra, muchas gracias por todo, será hasta la siguiente. Adiós.